conversation.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I saw you circling. I didn't do anything. I was in the parking space, so you pulled out right when I left the development. So what did you pull me over for?
What development? Can I have your license, registration, insurance, please?
I just reported my license stolen, so I don't have.
You don't have it on you?
No,
oh,
it was
man.
stolen.
Where from?
I was in Atlantic City last night gambling, and someone stole it. It's reported. I have the receipt that proves I was in Atlantic City. I filed a police report, but this just goes to show, like, they have
take your word
everything.
for it.
Yeah, I have to go to motor vehicles and get a new one. That's actually after I leave my friend's house. I'm headed to motor vehicles now to go get a new one.
Okay.
But can I ask why I was even being pulled over?
What you got called in is a suspicious vehicle for one. That's one thing. You got a brake light out. Your third brake light, that one's out.
The third brake light.
But yeah, initially.
A suspicious vehicle at the Wawa?
No. You're on Buckhorn Lake.
We just left out of her mother's development.
You're on ring camera if that helps. I'm not like lying to you.
No. What's Buckhorn Lake? What is that?
It's one of the roads.
In
In
here?
Mystic Island, yep.
In Mystic Island.
Yeah.
Buckhorn Lake, a
Yeah.
suspicious vehicle. I was
Yeah,
at my girlfriend's house, Marissa Marissa Acapora.
Where she live? Maybe on Buckhorn Lake?
I believe so, on Buckhorn Lake.
Okay.
So
Call her, babe. Call her.
I'll take your word for it.
hold on, let me call her and ask her what is the name of her street. Because if that's the case, I'm gonna file a report for someone lying. That they're wasting your time.
And wow.
Yeah.
It was your last call.
Who you call?
The girl
The house we just
I'll
left.
take your word for it. Like I said, I'm not concerned with that.
But
I'm giving you the reasons why you're being stopped right now.
Yeah.
So you can better understand it, okay?
But that means someone's calling and filing false. Marissa.
Yeah.
What street do you live on?
You guys lived here long? You guys live here?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
What's the name?
It's a lot of old people,
I
right?
just got pulled
so
over.
They see
and
cars parked in front of their houses. They get a little shook.
I'm sorry. Repeat that.
Buckhorn.
Buckhorn Lake. She lives on.
Okay.
So obviously somebody called and said there was a suspicious vehicle on that street. So she's calling and filing fake reports. So I'm gonna go down there.
Do you got an ID on you, sir?
I do, but there's no need for me to have my ID
We were
visible.
at my friend's
I ain't do
house.
nothing.
Like,
Well, no,
I'm
not for the
seatbelted
motor
up.
vehicle stop, for the suspicious, suspicious
we were at
side of
someone's
it.
house.
And you were in the driver's seat. I saw you.
I
Who?
was.
It's not lying.
Who was in driver's side?
drove. He
No, I
doesn't
was
You
not.
got ring video.
I was not
No,
driving.
you weren't driving?
No.
I drive. This is my vehicle.
Okay.
I'm pulled over right now
Well, either
because.
way, I need all parties' identification, okay?
But
Yeah, I
you
would-
have her on the phone saying that she lives on Buckhorn. I was just at her house. How
That's
is that
fine.
suspicious?
And how can I do a report if I don't have
Oh
all
my
parties'
God, you
information? I got the
scared
caller's
the shit out of me.
information.
Oh, was her name Michelle Strang?
No.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't.
Yeah, I'm
I'm not
sure.
gonna tell you it was, but it wasn't Michelle.
I'm
That's the
sure.
only
I'm
other
sure it
person
was
That's
because
enough. We don't need that.
And that's the thing, because miraculously she pulled over. We were walking yesterday, and she pulled over and called us a nigger. So I just happened to go to my friend's house who lives on her.
Michelle
Now-
Strong.
Yes, I want to file a report. That's racial slurs.
No,
and
we
that's
live in
slang. I
Wingfoot.
live on Wingfoot.
Yeah.
I am. because-
I'm pulling my ID out, but it is really no reason for you guys to.
Give him your ID, please.
What's your name?
My name is Asia Washington. I
Okay.
can give you my driver's
Is this,
license.
well, you have a registration of the car?
Yes.
Is it registered?
Yes. Yes. But do you hear this, Marissa? She's calling and filing fake reports. I was at your house on your street. How?
It wasn't Michelle.
Sir, I know you don't got. I
got
know.
out
I
and
know
I
y'all
went
can't
inside
give
her
up.
house, so how was that suspicious? I was in her house for a half hour.
Mine, this fucking bitch, Michelle
But that's filing
Strong.
a false
She
report,
pulls
though.
What if you-
strong, whatever the hell. We was on at our house over on Wingfoot. She pulled up in Wingfoot, pulled over, and said, "Oh, look who it is! These fucking niggers!" and started cursing us out, all types of nigger slurs, all this shit, trying to start a whole conversation with us outside.
It wasn't her. You get what I'm saying here?
Right, what
That's
is
what
suspicious about
that's what we
going
are
to
in
my
process
friend's
of
house
doing
that lives on that
because
street?
it's harassment at this point. But she went
But she's
to,
on the the phone
Huh?
and she's giving you her address. and
First
it's
time this ever happened.
Okay.
How do you know her?
So then we should be able
Just
to
throughout the
Right.
fucking, just seeing her at the stores, and she's close to one of her family friends, like out in
Marissa, I'll call you right back and let you know.
like we
what's going
know
on.
of her. You see what I'm saying? But for what reason did she pull up and start calling us all types of niggers and all that shit? We don't know. So we just went to her friend's house over on whatever the fuck the name of that street is, Buckhorn. But we went over there to her friend's house, to Marissa's house. So
I approve.
yes, yeah, like if you pull straight down, her house would be on on the left, right, whatever it was. But it's right there. So we stopped. We started talking. She's talking to her, and then we left. And now this happened.
She was in her car?
Like,
she was in her car. She swerved towards us and said, "Oh, look at these niggers."
Over in on Wingfoot.
You know what I mean?
Right, but literally, as soon as we walked off of our street, she was coming from down the block from that stop. Huh? Yeah, she was driving. That a fucking like a great car.
That would be construed as a bias incident,
Right. So I'm gonna come down there and file reports
Oh.
on her.
It seems like he's explaining it to her.
Oh, we are going to file because why the fuck would you sit up here and say it's suspicious? First off, we was at her friend's house.
Witnesses because people
Like-
started running outside. Like, what's going on?
Huh?
They just saw her almost hit me. And then
I
she
couldn't hear
started
you.
calling us niggers, you know what I mean? And it almost ensued to a fight, you know.
No, her friend called her. Marissa called her, so she was like, "Come over, I need to speak to you." So she went over there, spoke to her. We were sitting there for fucking half an hour, 45 minutes or whatever, and pulled off. We fucking came right here to the Wawa, and he got behind
I
us.
don't deal with her. I stay away from her. You know what I mean?
He said
But
that
for
it was
her
a
to call
suspicious
now,
vehicle.
Because she saw my car on her street after knowing
Yeah,
what
it
she
was
did
Michelle.
yesterday.
He's
She
saying it's
probably
not,
thought
but
I
we
was
know
coming.
what
I
it
know.
is. Like she
I'm
just
not
did
paying
this
her
shit
no
yesterday.
attention. I don't need any trouble.
Exactly.
You did what you did. I was gonna let it go, but now you're
And
calling
I
and
understand
filing
that. I know. I understand that 150%.
100%. I'm not going to tell you who did, but I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, she's not the one who called. If you want to file a report regarding what happened, was it yesterday?
This was yesterday afternoon, yeah.
By all means, go right ahead. You know what I mean? But let's clear this up so you guys can go
Thank
away.
you so much,
Thank you.
officer. Suspicious vehicle. I've been living in this town 35 years. I know a lot of people. Just because she happens to live on that same street, she must have got nervous. But I was at my friend's house, and we sat in her house for a half hour talking to her.
What were you inside the whole time? Were you in the
Yeah,
car?
we were
Yes.
inside.
Because the call came over that you guys, somebody was sitting in the car.
Well, he stayed in the car, and I went
She
inside.
went inside to speak to her friend. I was sitting in the car. I ain't got no reason
Did
to
you
go
get in
in.
contact with anybody?
No.
No?
I was sitting in my car listening to music the whole time.
Okay.
Wow. I can't
And that
even
bitch
believe she
said
did.
too, yo, she's like, you're a fucking, she's a scumbag for that. Like that's real.
It wasn't Michelle, though. I'm telling you. I'm not going to tell you who it was, but it wasn't Michelle Strang. Okay.
It's just
all
weird
right.
that I was at 4 houses down from her.
Oh, no, trust me, I
after
get
she
that.
called
Yeah.
us niggers yesterday.
But I don't want you retaliating over this when that's not the case. You know what I mean? And then you go get yourself.
Oh, it's
Well, that's why I was going to go
We're
file a
going to-
report just to cover myself because you're pulling up on me in a 5,000-pound vehicle swerving at me, calling me nigger. So if something were to
You should
happen,
have called us right away, to be honest with you, you know?
I should
Okay,
have.
let me go try to speed this up.
Thank
okay?
you. Thank you,
Michael.
officer.
Yeah. See that light, please?
I can't believe she did that. A suspicious
now?
vehicle. We didn't do anything.
Just
I went
going
to
for
my,
the call.
hey, how are you?
How are you?
I went to my girlfriend's house. What happened was yesterday we were walking in our development and this
Yo, mind
woman,
you, please.
Michelle Strang, she rides by and she says, oh, look who it is. Look at these fucking niggers. And she swerved and almost hit us.
Yeah, he just
so,
told me that.
of course, get out of the car. You're doing all that calling me nigger. I've been in this town 40 years. That nigger shit doesn't affect me anymore. Ooh, you're calling me a nigger. Get out of the car. What is your problem? So my friend lives on her same street.
Yeah.
So I went to go see my friend today. I sat at her house for probably about a half hour talking to her. So she figured, oh, they're on my street. Let me call and report a suspicious vehicle. I'm not coming to your house. I'm not doing nothing to you.
Yeah.
I don't need any trouble. You see how often we're in the police station. And then she tried to lie and say he
I've
was
never had any
driving.
issues with you
And
guys.
then she said, I
He
was driving.
I was driving. He sat in the passenger seat, never even got out of the
I mean,
car.
it doesn't really matter if we don't see you driving.
No, but he just said it. He was like, "Oh no, you were driving." No, like, oh no, no,
He
I
doesn't
wasn't
drive
driving.
because
No.
his license is suspended.
Once
too.
my license, once I pay my surcharge, then you'll see me
every time
driving.
Every time I felt with you guys, you usually driving. So.
Me?
Her.
Yeah, her. Yeah, I was on my her. She's
Can I
driving.
ask
Like,
this? Can,
We'll see.
can
I
they
mean,
get
they
in
gotta do their
trouble for
investigation.
reporting that? That's a false police
Trying to get you
report.
out of here, okay?
Thank
Can you step
you.
out and talk to me?
Sure.
Thanks. I said, I'll try to rush this. I know you guys got other things to do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's that chick's name that lives over there on Buckhorn?
Michelle, I don't know if it's Strong or
No. Your friend.
Oh, Marissa, yeah.
What's her? Do you remember her last?
I don't remember her last name. You gotta ask her.
I know you got this your whole life, but your legit name's Michael Frankie Jackson?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fucking
Yes.
crazy.
And they named my brother Jesse James Jackson.
For real?
I'm dead serious.
That's
What
fucking
happened with
awesome.
that other warrant after you came in and took care of the warrant?
I got court on the 26th.
And that was the only one?
That was, the only two, yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't got no warrants. Yeah, if that's what you asking, no, I'm good.
Yeah, no, I ran you.
Yeah,
Anytime we do
thank
it,
you.
somebody we always run. So.
Yeah, I know, but I know for sure, for one, as long as we didn't commit no traffic violations or nothing, and I got my seatbelt on, I'm not obligated to give this up, correct?
Well, you are. If there are motor vehicle violations, and you were called in as a suspicious vehicle with this license plate, this car.
When it's
So with that, so being that it's
kind of like
okay.
at that point, like we have to do our investigation at that point.
Oh.
It's a case it's not like it's just a motor vehicle stop.
It's a whole, like somebody called, so you okay, all right, got you. Wow.
You were, but
Yeah, I mean,
just
you're
an
always
example,
cooperating
say you guys, like I said, hypothetical.
Yeah,
Say somebody called this car in, you guys were part of a burglary over there.
okay,
That would be the reasoning why.
You
guys-
got
but
you.
you do have motor vehicle violations also, so the second you get pulled over for that, you got to give up your information also. So, but for the suspicious person, just because if you were to get stopped just for that, you would still have to give your identification over. if the
Okay.
officer asked for it.
Okay, all right. That's it. Wow. We don't do nothing, bro. We don't do nothing. We don't bother.
I've dealt with you guys a lot, and I've never had any issues. So.
We don't bother nobody, bro. Like you pulled up on us calling us niggers. Like, so for you to turn around, like everybody knows everybody.
Have you had like arguments with her in the past?
Never had an argument with her in the press. I don't know what the fuck done transpired within the time of the last time we seen her at Wawa, which was weeks ago.
Who was this again?
Michelle.
Michelle Strang, that's right.
There it is, Strang. And I don't know what the hell done transpired since then. All I know is she pulled up on us out of nowhere, disrespecting the shit out of us, calling us all types of niggers, fuck you guys, you this, that.
You can sign complaints against her.
Oh, and we're doing that today. Today she is doing that. Like,
you can
like,
sign complaints against her.
yeah, because that's
You
like.
have her on tape saying anything like that?
We
or?
did not, and she said that too. Like, and we always pull our recorder out.
Yeah, that's
Got the dash cam, yeah.
Does that record or like voices or no?
Yes.
It should
Yes,
have
but we wasn't in our car. We were walking.
Oh.
Yeah, we was just walking around our development.
Either way, you could still sign complaints for harassment at that point.
Yeah.
If you want to, or whatever. 3229.
Dunkin' Donuts parking lot for a minor MVA.
Where is it?
Some McDonald's, I guess.
What just happened? What just happened? For what?
That's what I don't understand. It was from a suspicious vehicle. I was at the Wawa. How was that?
No, it's no consent. No, for what?
Dunkin' Donuts.
That proved to you that we were there. My pupils are that I am not on any drugs. Like,
No problem.
We literally
Where you
just
guys
get.
heading to now?
We going to my friend's house right here. I forget the name of the street. But as soon as you go straight, you make a left and a quick right, and he lives right there.
Who's that?
His name is Ramel. I don't think you know him. His family.
Yeah, he don't ring a
Yeah, his baby mom just moved out here, so.
Where you guys are at? What, Wingfoot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or not Wingfoot.
Wingfoot.
Or wait, are you on Wingfoot?
Wingfoot.
What was the
East-
address?
East
East
Wing-
Holly, though. I thought,
East.
right?
Oh, that was a minute ago.
wow.
112 East Holly Lane. That was a long. That's when we first came out
Okay,
here.
is that those apartments there, or was it a house?
Condos.
Condos there.
Yeah.
that's why if you were gonna search the car, he would have had to get out. That was the other thing.
So I want to know, where did this come from? How did it turn from a suspicious vehicle to y'all trying to search the car? Like, that don't make no sense.
Well, it seems like officer over here believes she's under the influence.
No, we're not. Nobody's
Well,
under
you're
the.
asking. That's why.
Nobody's.
That's what I'm telling you.
No.
Look at me, buddy. Let's see here. I can pretty much see your pupils. They're bigger than hers, so why are hers so small? Having constricted pupils means a couple things. Medication, use narcotics. You know what I'm saying? So I want to.
It don't necessarily means that, does it? I don't actually know how that shit works, but.
I do. So let's say you're a diabetic. That ain't gonna happen. Let's say you got cancer. It ain't gonna happen. Let's say you use opiates or take an opiate-based like methadone, Suboxone, something like that.
Yeah.
That will do it.
Okay, I see what you're saying. But
can you legally have constricted pupils? Yeah, if you take medication, but you can't be fucked up driving. You know what I mean? I've never met her before. I can't tell if she normally speaks this way. I can't. You know what? You get what I'm saying?
Well, he knows us.
He knows you?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I
Okay.
Like, and he dealt with us several times before. Like, he know that we don't do nothing. We don't do no goddamn drugs. We don't do none of that shit. And it's just like what's blowing my mind right now is it went from a suspicious vehicle. Y'all came to the conclusion on what's going on, what happened. So that should be it. And
I have your side of it, but I also have theirs, right?
Of who? Her, the one that
It's
signed the
not
complaint.
Michelle. It's not her.
Yeah.
You keep saying it,
You
but
see,
it ain't her.
because I'm
Have you ever
persistent
been
with
arrested
that.
for drugs?
No.
No?
No.
No drug violations?
No drug
Have you
violations.
ever been arrested?
Yes, I have been
If you
arrested.
don't mind me asking.
Excuse me?
What for?
That
Doesn't matter?
That
Okay.
doesn't
That's not
matter.
drugs?
Yeah, but yeah, damn sure wasn't no drugs.
Okay. So another concern of mine, she's real concerned with you stepping out of the car.
She's concerned about the whole thing. Like, it's no reason for y'all to do what y'all trying to do right now. You see what I'm saying?
I explained it to you, I think, pretty simple. Like, it's pretty simple what's going on. You were called in as a suspicious vehicle, correct?
Understandable. Y'all y'all supposed to figure out what.
Listen. Then the officer located your vehicle. That was a suspicious vehicle. There were motor vehicle violations on the vehicle that he also stopped you for.
Mm-hmm.
He asked the driver to step out, believes she might be under the influence. So that's where we're at here.
And you
And
believe.
he just explained to you why he feels she might be under the influence. And you're kind of having an issue with that. Which is kind of heightening the reason why there might be something in the vehicle.
It's not heightening anything. Is no reason for it. Is what I'm saying. Y'all.
Well, there is, because I just explained to you why. That's what you're not grasping. I just explained it to you very easily of why he believes that.
Because you're saying her pupils are dilated.
No, constricted, the opposite.
Whatever,
If
constricted.
you get weed, coke, X, stuff like that, meth, they'll be dilated though.
I
Eyes
see
are a
what you-
strong tool, my friend.
He said the eyes are a strong tool.
Yeah, they're like a poker face.
Well,
You know?
was she giving you consent or no?
Yeah, I don't believe she gave consent because this
Well, I
is
guess she doesn't.
this is bullshit. And you got to understand that this is some bullshit. It went from y'all from a suspicious vehicle to now y'all need to search for drugs and all this. Like, come on, like, and that's what not for nothing, not saying you, not saying that, but that's what a lot of police use. Like, oh, you either they smell weed or your pupils are. No, I'm saying that's what they say. Yeah, well, we smell weed or your pupils are dilated. Like that shit's like. That's here nor like that shit don't mean nothing. Like people's eyes can be fucking dilated or undilated or whatever the case may be. Like, come on, man. That's crazy. That is super crazy. Yeah.
You wanted to step out here?